Hello and welcome to the channel Lifestyle and Fashion Tea. We're going to get right into this because this Diddy trial is a mess. And when I say a mess, I mean a mess. Everybody should go to jail. Everybody. D-Rock, any other security guard, Ruben, all of y'all. All of y'all should go to jail. I think all of y'all crazy. I do. I do. And I'm just going to break this down for y'all because ain't nobody got time for all this foolishness every single daggone day. Every single daggone day. Okay, so as you know, they first called the two fire department and one LAPD. One person, his name is I don't know. I'm gonna call him Jay. I can't say his name right. It's Jimenez. So I'm just gonna call him Jay. And the other one is In- Ignacio. 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 Okay, and these people are from the LAPD fire department and everything. But look at here, mess around with them, they almost have a mistrial. Okay, so what's his name? The Igraco was first, right? And he's talking about Cuddy's car. And we all know about the car, and they talking about um the Molotov cocktail, and they getting into all that. So we already know all about that. And us is asking what was inside of the car, and they found a bottle on the seat, a handkerchief, a burned light on the ground. What hypothesis did you get as a Molotov cocktail? How do you think it got in? Hello? Yes, someone lit it, cut it, threw it in the roof. Let me show you some photos. This is the black Porsche. Was it burnt? Yes. Okay. We already know that. Same questions. What kind of bottles was used? Who cares about the bottle? But the bottle that was used was an old English 800 malt liquor bottle in a wick. The wick, it was a designer type scarf silky. In my opinion, this was targeted. Well, no joke. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Here come Jay. I can't say his name. Jay says the partial DNA with the female contributor. That was awesome. Question. Jay said that is what he was told. So he didn't know for sure. He didn't know for sure. So they going on and on. Defense is objection. Judge says sustained. Now, this is the thing. What happened to the print cards? They were destroyed in 2012. Asa says on whose orders? Jay said someone LAPD. Asa said not you or anyone on your team. Agnophilia quickly got up and said, I'm going to object to all of this. Can we have a sidebar? Judge says okay. They have a long sidebar. They tell the jurors that we trying to cinch this thing up. Why don't we take a break? The jurors exit. Combs exited too with the marshals into the holding cell. Agnophilia said, no, bring him back. Let me get him. Combs is brought back in. Judge, Miss Levitt, what was the purpose of getting into that? Asa, they are questioning the investigation, so we're entitled to ask this. Judge, when I heard questions, I assumed there was going to be a line of cross-examination about the fingerprint cards like about the DNA, but that does not appear to be the case. So I'm thinking of telling jurors to disregard Agnophilia. This is outrageous. We are considering what remedies to ask for. Let me speak with my colleagues. They implied that someone in this courtroom was responsible for the destruction of the fingerprint cards. Shapiro says we are going to move for a mistrial at this time based on the prosecutorial misconduct that has occurred. Some prospective jurors said Mr. Combs could buy his way out. This type of conspiracy is out there, and this bought into it. This should have ended with when The fingerprints card were destroyed. No, but they asked, did you authorize it? There's no way to unring this bell. The only proper remedy here is a mistrial. Arthur says that's absolutely ridiculous. It was Mr. Agnifilio who wanted to inquire into the DNA into the investigation. Your Honor can just say that the jurors should not draw any inference from the destruction of the fingerprint cards. Judge says application for mistrial denied. Okay, so now we keep going. And we getting ready to get into Nash. He was a trip. Just reading it, I can tell you, he was a character. Government calls Deontay Nash. Are you here under subpoena? Nash said yes. Also, do you want to be here? Nash, absolutely not. Also, what's your work? He said he's a celebrity stylist. Also said in 2008, he said he was a stylist for Puff and Cassie. He also said, how did you get hired to work for them? Nash said through a Craigslist ad for Bad Boy Entertainment. Also shows him a photo and asks, is this a portrayal or fair to say, is this how you used to look? Nash says, not even close. Also says, it's a glamour photo. Nash says, yes, I look amazing. Also says, how often would you witness Mr. Combs and Cassie interact? Nash says at least once a week. Also, what did Mr. Combs call Miss Ventura? Nas said, behold, CC, baby girl, he called her whatever he felt like calling her and anywhere. And also said, how did she act? And Nas said she acts sad. Also, did Mr. Combs make threats? And Nash said yes, that he would beat her all the time. That he would beat her all the time, and he would threaten her with that dag sex tapes. How often? All the time. Quite often. It was so emotional. She might stay in the house for days. He also stated that one time they were in the gay club. Puffy called and told her she better bring her to the house. She panicked and packed her stuff and went to her house. Puffy was a nut. Did you attend a Vanity Fair party? Nash said, yes, I did. Oscars after party in 2014 with Cassie. Puff was there. Oscar said, how did she look? Nash said, she looked bomb. Her hair was objection. Overruled. Her hair was long. Puff got mad at me. Then picked me up and he threatened me because I had pinned her hair up. Oscar said, did she record music? Nash said, often. Oscar, what was your role? I helped pick songs. I probably should have been called in the exec. Donaldson said, objection. Judge said, sustained. Now look at here. Oscar said her mixtape, was it ever sold? Nasha said no, it was put out free, but it did well, a top download. Also, how much of her music was released? Nash, I'm being generous to say about 10%. Also, this would be a good place to break. So they take a break. They come back from the break. And after this, all I hear is about fighting. Fight, 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 fight. Everybody should go to jail. Everybody should go to jail. It was a time when, let me see. It was a time when they were getting ready to go to the OVO festival in Canada. Puffy went off then. He called her, started saying, didn't I tell you to answer your motherfucking phone? Yeah. So he started beating her and beating her and beating her. Nash said he beat her a few times. Nash said one time they had ran into the bedroom, but Puff pushed back the door and he continued to attack Cassie with his fists. Did you try to help Cassie? Nash said, I jumped on Puff's back, but he threw me off. Cassie's head hit the bed frame. She was bleeding, but Puff continued to hit her. Also, where was Mia? She was getting towels. Also, what did Combs say to you and Mia and Cassie? He said, look what y'all made me do. And then she had to go to a plastic surgeon. That's how she got that scratch over her eye. And then on top of that, D-Rock takes her. I think all of y'all should go to jail. Somebody could have really hurt themselves or unalived, became unalived, fooling with y'all. Fooling with y'all. Oh my goodness. She said, did you talk to her? She talked to him on FaceTime, and she had a gash in her eyebrow. Another time, Nash said he was cooking with Cassie. Puff comes in. What did Mr. Combs said? Nash said, he said, y'all better get the out of my house. He was grabbing her by her hair. He pushed her out the door. Then he began to do the same to me. But I don't have hair, so he popped me. He told me to go downstairs and wait. They came down and Puff was berating us. They get in the car and they drive off. Okay. Now they drive off, right? And it's Puff. They get a phone call from Puff. He told us to stop. And what did they do? They stopped. Okay, so they stopped. He comes to the window. He said, I'm going to put your X tapes on the internet. Puff said he going to send her X tapes to her parents' job. He going to get her parents fired. He called the brother a B, and that the only person that protected her was him. Austin said, what did you tell her? Nash said that I told her, Puff on those X tapes too. She said he not. He was taping me with other men. Take it all in for a minute. Take it all in. Okay, I'm back. I didn't even go through the direct. No, because this is disgusting. This is terrible, and I think that everyone involved should go to jail. They are testifying so that they do not go to jail. Honestly, I think this is horrific, and it just seems to be like it's beating after beating. Nash even scared of him. He said he used to carry $1,000 all the time in his backpack. And he would have that just in case he had to check into a hotel room without giving his name. He ain't even a boyfriend or nothing. What? It seems like everyone was terribly afraid of Puffy, and nobody helped Cassie with these black eyes and etc. I'm not understanding. Nash even said one time, okay, they're at a video. They're doing a video. He said once he was smoking a cigarette at a music video. Puff walks up to him, threw him on the car, and started choking him out. And he did not report to the police anything at all because he was afraid. Go ahead, take it in. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, around this time, KK come in. KK talking about Puffy acting like the Maxwell girl. Yeah, nothing changed. Nothing changed. She was worse. Nash said KK did nothing. She always took up for Puff. He said Cassie would often hide. She ended up telling him about the FOs. And on her 29th birthday, listen, y'all, this is the last thing I want to tell y'all. On her 29th birthday, Puff wanted to give Cassie a surprise birthday party. And they asked Nash, did you tell him that you think this is a good idea? He was scared to say, no, I don't think that's a good idea. Please do not give her a surprise party. That's how afraid they were. But anyway, okay, so they do that. Then they went to this place called the Blind Dragon. Puff said, y'all gonna get some D tonight. Cassie said she didn't want to go. Puff made her go. And Cassie was super hooper high. Super hooper high. On New Year's Eve 2017, Puff told Nash Cassie had been asleep for 24 hours. He couldn't wake her up. So Nash comes in and Puff says, can you wake up? She wakes up for Nash. So now that she done woke up, now she got to do whatever Puff say. And Nash said I guess they was about to have a FO and he had some low budget producer there. I don't know what was going on because I was sick of it. It's disgusting. And on top of that, Nash says after all that, he doesn't hate Puff. He still talks to him in a loving way, and whenever I guess they do talk, I don't know, or if they had to talk, that's just not in him. I don't know, y'all, but I think that this is terrible. This just seems to be like it's becoming very repetitive. The beating up, Cassie, nobody saying anything, everybody's scared of a man. I find this so far to all be disturbing because it's like I can't wrap my head around all this abuse. I can't wrap my head around this. It don't make no sense. Puffy, Diddy, Sean, whatever y'all want to call him, is a very, very sick man. Very sick. Very sick. And I don't hear nothing going on but beating this girl up to a pulp and beating everybody up. It seems as though everyone in Hollywood was scared of this fool. That's what he needed to go to jail for, because they scared of him. They scared of him, and they still scared. And Lord, if they would have a mistrial, Hollywood would be empty. Everybody would pack their bags and leave. I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry, but today made me so angry. I mean, like, angry, and like, these people, and like, you want to cry. It's so disappointing that this happened for so many years, and people watch this. And to me, they're all guilty. To me, they are all guilty, whether they are testifying or not. These people are guilty. Everyone should be in jail. And that's what I have to say for what I am hearing and seeing so far. Everyone on that team should be in jail. God forbid that something much worse would have happened to Cassie. And you all know what I mean. This would have been on everyone's hands. And I think you all should be ashamed of yourselves. I really do. Please let me know in the comments your thoughts so far on this crazy case. Crazy case. Also, it was something about a glove that was found. I don't know. I said, okay, now they're going to do the OJ. But that was at the, that had to do with Kid Cudi. But of course, they don't know nothing about that either. But, let me know your thoughts in the comments on this crazy trial. This is insane. Never heard anything like this before in my life. And if I wasn't reading it, and if I wasn't seeing it with my own eyes, I wouldn't even believe it. I thank you all for watching and listening, but right now I'm so angry. And I'm so, like, disturbed at what happened. This is very disturbing. It makes you think, does this happen all the time? Is this normal? Is this why nobody said anything? I don't know, but I'm going to go because I am angry. that they let this stuff happen to this girl. I am. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. And please, please do not forget to like, share, comment, hit the notification bell, and most of all, subscribe. Thank you all for watching and listening. And I'm sorry if I just blew up. I get a little emotional. So I apologize. Thank you all again. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.